802-205 departing Newcastle Central Station with the 0801 service for Liverpool Lime Street. Good morning YouTube, I'm at Newcastle Central Station again, and today I'm doing a trip I've been planning since December. We're going to Ashington, but first we have to wait for our train because that Liverpool service just pulled out the platform. Is this it? I wonder. Yep, it's coming in. This is our train, which is 158851. So I'm on 158851, which is surprisingly loud for a Class 158, but it has quite obviously been refurbished at some point and has got the dreaded ironing board seats. That's, yeah, I mean, Class 158s were never that comfortable to begin with, but these seats are not an improvement. Sorry, Northern. Although, in this unit's defence, the air conditioning is working actually really well for a Class 158, which is surprising. So we're passing through. I'm guessing this is going to be one of the new stations. It's not finished. I could be wrong. There's some works occurring here anyway. Yeah, that's. Oh, this is Northumberland Park. Alright, yeah, we passed through here on the metro the other day. So, yeah, it's Northumberland Park metro station on the other side. So maybe, I guess maybe planning an interchange with the metro there, perhaps. Passing through, I'm not sure which station this is, but it's still under construction. Stopping here. There's no signs to tell me what that is, but I will research it and put it in the captions. Bedlington South signal box just there. Nice to see a proper old-fashioned signal box there guarding the crossing, which would make this Bedlington station, I think, we're coming at. So that's. Building up there was probably not thought. Yeah, Bedlington coming soon to the railway. That last station we looked at, I think that was Bedside, or Blythe Bedside, is it? I think it's being built. Oh, that's another beautiful signal box. I think that's the line going off to Morpeth. I'll check that as well. And we have arrived. Let's have a look round. So we finally made it to Ashington. So lots of other YouTubers did this already in December on the opening day. So I'm just going to do a quick fire Jeff Marshall check. Bike racks, check. Old station that's for some reason we've moved the station and it's here now, not there. But yeah, you can see the way they've arranged the platform is a bit squinty. Old platform edge, check. Bin bag, not blowing in the breeze because it's contained in this plastic thing to prevent breeze blowing. Check. Car park, check. Bike lane, or multi-use cycle route, so you can get here on your bike. It's going down there somewhere. Check. Tap on tap off points for smart cards, check. More things for the checklist. Northern network map and a timetable and ticket machine. We've got a nice sort of bus shelter to shelter in. And there's benches which are handily located right at the front of the train. Let's have a seat. That's 158851 departing Ashington for Newcastle with the 0900 service. So now we're in Ashington, let's find out what's to do in Ashington. So a 30-minute walk to the edge of town has brought me here to the Woodhorn Museum. You probably make it in 5 if you're on a bike. So let's get a ticket and have a look around. The good news is there is a narrow gauge railway here. The bad news is it's closed at the moment. But I'm going to leave a link. I think it's under restoration. So it's the Woodhorn narrow gauge railway, and if you want to donate it's at woodhornrailway.com. So hopefully someday I will come back and we can have a ride on this. So that's pretty cool though. Having a closer look at the station. That's obviously the passenger carriage eddy. They've got a couple of little tipper carts around the back. I'm guessing if they have locomotives they'll be in these sheds. Obviously I think a bit of work needs doing to this station before they can have passengers there. Pretty cool though. So this is it, Woodhorn Colliery. Remarkably well preserved. I think these buildings over here are pit head baths. That was apparently an engine shed originally and was converted to a workshop to repair the cages. And there's a wee memorial over there, so we're going to go and have a closer look. Okay, so the pit head baths were located across the car park apparently. So what's this building then? So this is the other side of that engine shed, apparently used now for the Ashington Art Group. Still not sure about what those buildings along the bottom are. Maybe there were workshops, not sure. Ah yeah, so these were the workshops. Built 1894 to 1903. So they had over 40 men working here, which is an outstanding number. I can't even imagine how big the place must have been to need 40 fitters and blacksmiths. It's unbelievable. Stables and farrier shop. That doesn't need much explanation. Where they get the pit ponies. Fake plastic horse, or pony rather. So we're in about the pit head here. We've actually found a little bit of narrow gauge track, but it just ends sort of there, and it's not connected at all to the narrow gauge railway across the way. Which is kind of a shame. It'd be cool if it was. Let's see what's in here. Jack engine house. So this is a what's called a jack engine. It's like a small winding engine built by R.H. Longbottom, engineer in Wakefield. There's this steam pipe coming in there. Just a 2-cylinder simple engine. Fan house there. You can already see at the top the massive counterweight there. I'm guessing there was a damper on there. Let's go inside and have a look. So this electric motor dates from 1942. It replaced a steam engine that was here originally. And it's driving by quite long belts, that big wheel down there, which I'm guessing the fan is contained within there, but we can't really see it from here. So it's hard to see. This is the actual fan itself, which is on the other end of that electric motor. So now it's Walking Lost Lines Coal Mine Edition. Let's see what's in here. We've got some very little tray in there. And that's the cages there. And there's no hole there. Now it's been capped with concrete, but this is obviously the pithead. There it is. I think I've seen everything there is to see at the museum. It's just unfortunate that obviously the engine house behind me is closed and the narrow gauge is non-operational, although it's a weekday, so it probably wouldn't be operational even if it was operational, if you see what I mean. It's quite a good museum. I think it could do with more of telling the story of Woodhorn mine itself. So there's a lot of kind of general social history, but more specifics on this site would be good. Maybe even a sort of model display or some maps to show you what it was like when it was actually functioning as a mine. But apart from that, good museum, worth visiting if you're coming to Ashington. But keep an eye on the Woodhorn Railway website and come when the narrow gauge is running. I would definitely recommend that. Right, let's get back to the railway. We're back in Ashington, the railway station. Now, I've made two criticisms here of the station design, the way they've done it. They've made this basically into a main platform, which I can kind of see why they've done it to just keep terminating trains off the main line, but this causes two problems. One, if you wanted to extend the service to New Biggin by the sea, this has got to go and you need to put it back on the main line. Two, it's quite a walk to get to actually the town. The main street is basically up on the top of that bridge, which is fine if you're coming out of this car park, it's there. But to get to it, you have to go down the end of this car park, turn right, go all the way up that street to basically where that kind of yellow clock tower is there, and then along. So it's quite a long way around just to get to there. It really could do with a pedestrian bridge here. I'm guessing that building, which has been demolished, was the original station building, which has a bridge in it, but that is going. This all behind the hoarding is getting rebuilt, so I presume they've got a plan to build something up through there, but I don't know what that is at the moment. But I hope they are going to build some sort of pedestrian access directly off the platform into the main street there. But we'll see how it goes. But an extension to New Biggin would be great. But it's just strange the way they designed this. Anyway, when is the next train coming? So this is the Linemouth to Tyne-Docks biomass train. What's on this? 60002. Rail finish. How's that bit of bonus free action for you with the Class 60 as well? When I looked at the old maps of this place, where I'm standing now on the platform, there was actually a good siding here. So there is precedent for having this kind of sort of bay platform, if you like, here, but it would have been further back because the passenger platform would have been basically in line with where that track is. So yeah, what you could have done, I guess, was just put two tracks in here, put a platform there, two tracks, another platform, but that might have been a bit much.
Platform 1 for the 14:30 Northern service to Newcastle. Calling at Newsham, Seaton Delaval, Manners and Newcastle. This train is formed of two carriages. Platform 1 for the 14:30 Northern service to Newcastle.
It approaches. Is it going to be the same unit as this morning or something else? Uh, 158817. There was going to be another biomass train passing the other way, I would have probably got off at Newsham and filmed it there, but c'est la vie. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Drop a like and a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I'll see you in the next one.